Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina urges French entrepreneurs to invest in different sectors of Bangladesh. Democracy flourishing under leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will continue, says Obaidul Qadir. No alternative to technology transfer and financial support for climate adaptation apart from introducing green technology, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood in Glasgow. Surface carpeting of Padma Bridge begins, expected to end in April next year. Ethiopian authorities detain more than 70 UN drivers and England set a victory target of 167 runs for New Zealand in the first semi-final of ICC T20 World Cup cricket. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Centre. I am Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui. You just heard the headlines. Let's move on to the details of those and other stories. Laying emphasis on doubling bilateral trade volume by 2025, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has invited French businessmen to boost their investors in Bangladesh as the country sits at a strategic location among major economic centers in the Indo-Pacific. The Prime Minister made the call during her meeting with the business leaders of MEDEF International at the place of residence in France today. She said French investment in Bangladesh is still modest compared to its global footprint. She invited French investors to witness first-hand investment opportunities in Bangladesh, mentioning that Bangladesh sits at a strategic location in the Indo-Pacific to act as a bridge among major economic centers. Sheikh Hasina said her government is working on making Bangladesh a regional connectivity hub. Bilateral trade between Bangladesh and France is growing steadily. The two-way trade stands close to $2 billion, she added. Sheikh Hasina said that she is sure that French investors will feel confident about the prospects for high returns on their investment. She said Bangladesh stands ready to welcome French investors to make their business ventures grow for mutual benefit.
Bangladesh needs investment and trade to fast-track its growth. Together, we can create a win-win situation for our two economies. Bilateral trade between Bangladesh and France is growing steadily. France is now Bangladesh's fifth largest export destination. We must aim to double the volume of bilateral trade by 2025. Our export to France also needs to diversify further. I invite French investors to witness firsthand the investment opportunities in Bangladesh. During yesterday's talks with President Macron and also with Prime Minister, we have agreed to take our bilateral relations to new heights. This should be reflected in our economic partnership as well. I look forward to your active cooperation in making that happen. Bangladesh stands ready to welcome you to make your business venture grow for our mutual benefit.
Today is the historic 10th November, Nur Hossain Day. It is a red-letter day in the history of Bangladesh to restore democracy. On this day in 1987, Nur Hossain embraced martyrdom in a protest organized against the then autocratic rule. Nur Hossain joined a rally in Dhaka and wrote a slogan, "Shoirachar Nipat Jag, Ganotontro Mukti Pak," inscribed in white on his chest and back. Along with the Jubo League activist Nur Hossain, who also embraced martyrdom, were Nurul Huda Babul and day labourers leader Aminul Huda Titu. The greatest sacrifice of Nur Hossain expedited the anti-autocratic movement at that time. Meanwhile, various political and social organizations, including Awami League, paid rich tribute to Nur Hossain Square in the morning on the occasion of martyred Nur Hossain Day. Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir, along with party's central leaders, paid homage to Nur Hossain, a pro-democracy leader. After paying tribute, Ubaidul Qadir told journalists that the continuous process of democratic development system in the country will be continued by Sheikh Hasina to institutionalize the democracy. Later, Dhaka City North and South Awami League, Awami Jubo League, Shechashebok League, Krishok League, Jatiyo Shromik Dol, Chhatro League, Jatiyo Samajtantrik Dol, Bangabandhu Sanskritik Jot and various social and cultural organizations paid homage to Nur Hossain. On November 10, 1987, Nur Hossain was killed in police firing when he had staged protests against the then autocratic rule of Lieutenant General H.M. Ershad at the capital's zero point near Gulistan. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir has said the Greater Chattogram will be brought under modernized road network in phases. He said this while inaugurating 6 district roads in Greater Chattogram zone today. Ubaidul Qadir says that Greater Chattogram, with its business and tourism, will get momentum once the ongoing projects are implemented, stoking dynamism into the economy of the country.
দেশরত্ন শেখ হাসিনা বৃহত্তর চট্টগ্রামের উন্নয়নকে অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বের সাথে নিয়েছেন। এই অঞ্চলে যে সকল প্রকল্প বাস্তবায়িত হচ্ছে তার সবগুলির কাজ শেষ হলে বদলে যাবে বৃহত্তর চট্টগ্রামের চেহারা, বদলে যাবে আমাদের অর্থনীতির চেহারা। চট্টগ্রাম বন্দর কেন্দ্রিক ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য, পর্যটন ঘিরে দেশে যে সমৃদ্ধি ও প্রবৃদ্ধির ধারা সেটা আরও বেগবান হবে। ইউনিয়ন পরিষদ নির্বাচনে কিছু দুঃখজনক ঘটনা ঘটেছে। আমাদের নিজেদের মধ্যে অন্তর্কলহের কারণে যাদেরকে প্রধানমন্ত্রী শেখ হাসিনার সভাপতিত্বে মনোনয়ন বোর্ড সিদ্ধান্ত নিয়ে মনোনয়ন দিয়েছে, সে মনোনয়নে যারা বিরোধিতা করছেন এবং যারা এই বিদ্রোহীদের উস্কানি দিচ্ছেন, পেছন থেকে মদদ দিচ্ছেন, তারা যত বড় নেতা হন, জনপ্রতিনিধি হন, যেই হন, এসবের তালিকা কিন্তু তৈরি করাচ্ছেন। সময় মতো শাস্তির সম্মুখীন প্রত্যেককেই হতে হবে।
The Road Transport and Bridges Minister goes on to say a feasibility study on the construction of another marine drive from Jorargonja to Cox's Bazar is underway in order to facilitate the tourism in Cox's Bazar. Ubaidul Qadir, also the General Secretary of Awami League, has warned of organizational measures against those who instigate rebels in Union Parishad polls. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood has said there is no alternative to technology transfer and financial support for climate adaptation apart from introducing green technology by the affected countries. Bangladesh has become the victim of climate change caused by continuous carbon emission of the developed nations, he said. The minister was addressing as chief guest at a COP26 side event in Glasgow of Scotland this afternoon, titled Transparency Mechanism in Paris Agreement, Issues, Concerns and Opportunity for Effective Implementation of Climate Change Strategic Plan in Bangladesh. Dr. Ainun Nishad, advisor of the Center for Climate Change and Environmental Research of BRAC University, chaired the event. Dr. Hassan Mahmood said developed countries which are responsible for global warming must provide compensation and technological assistance to address climate change impacts. A carpeting work on the long-cherished Padma Bridge has been kicked off. The work began at pillar number 41 at the Jazeera end this morning. Authorities say the carpeting work of the 6.15-kilometer bridge will come to an end in April next year. The work will be done in two phases. In the first phase, 4 millimeters of waterproof layer will be laid on the concrete path. In the second phase, the path will see several layers of carpeting with concrete, cement and bitumen. The project insiders say some 95% construction work of the main bridge has already been completed. The overall progress in the project is 89%, with 86% work progress in river training. Bangladesh Road Transport Authority (BRTA) will conduct a drive by 11 vigilance team in coordination with Dhaka Metropolitan Police to stop passengers' sufferings and charging extra fare in mass transports. Road Transport Owners Association said this at a press conference in the capital today. Road Transport Owners Association Secretary General Khondokar Inayatullah, along with other leaders, were present at that time. They said sticker of sitting service and gate lock service in the metropolitan area will have to be removed within the next 3 days. Passengers' harassment and taking extra fare will strictly be controlled, they warned. Bangladesh reported 2 COVID-19 deaths and 235 new infections today. Directorate General of Health Services (DGHS) in its routine daily statement today said the death toll has risen to 27,906 from coronavirus and the tally of infections has risen to 15,71,669. The recovery count rose to 15,35,661 after another 271 patients recovered. The statement said 1.31% of the 17,987 samples tested positive. DGHS statistics showed of the people infected from the beginning, 97.71% recovered and 1.78% died. The statement said the 2 deaths are between 71 to 80 years. 1 out of the 2 people died is male while another is female. DGHS informed that 1 people died in Dhaka division and 1 died in Chattogram division. Bangladesh women cricket team beat Zimbabwe women cricket team by 8 wickets in the first ODI of the 3-match series in Bulawayo today. Zimbabwe batted first and were all out on 48 runs in 23 overs 2 balls. Salma, Jahanara and Nahida bagged 3 wickets each while Ritu took 1 for the Tigress. In reply, Bangladesh women team reached their victory target of 49 runs for 2 in 10 overs 2 balls. And to end the bulletin headlines once again. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina urges French entrepreneurs to invest in different sectors of Bangladesh. Democracy flourishing under leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will continue, says Ubaidul Qadir. No alternative to technology transfer and financial support for climate adaptation apart from introducing green technology, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood in Glasgow. Surface carpeting of Padma Bridge begins, expected to end in April next year. Ethiopian authorities detain more than 70 UN drivers. And England set a victory target of 167 runs for New Zealand in first semi-final of ICC T20 World Cup cricket. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Viewers, please maintain Corona protocol, use masks and stay safe. Khuda Hafiz.